EDgun Leshiy presents Backyard Bullets. Hey guys, I'm back from the dead, and myself and my family are just feeling a lot better at this point. So I really appreciate everyone who reached out or dropped a comment about my well-being in that last video. I know my voice sounded rough. Unfortunately, during the past couple of weeks, while I was nursing my family back to health, I let my guard down a little bit, and some snowflakes got into our house that we call the EDgun Leshiy channel. It's been a while since I've been targeted, but unfortunately, it's happening again. So that double taps video went crazy viral, and when that happens, it always brings out the angry Karens who have nothing better to do than actively seek out things that offend them and report. So this is the net result. The good news, with your help, it's pretty easy to combat, to be honest with you. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button along with that notification bell. After watching me smash the critters, which you clicked on this video for, hit the like button and then drop a comment too. That's a big help. So these simple things help mitigate the impact of these miserable people trying to have a say in what you get to choose to watch on YouTube. So if you want to go all out, though, I'm going to throw a link for the best of playlist at the top of the description, and I'll pin a comment too. Click that and just let it rip, and you can go throughout your day and you'll hear my soothing voice in the background. Enough of you do that, and we will quite simply just mute these losers from impacting our fun. So thanks again, guys, for all the support over the years. It's been a fun ride, man, and the best part, we're just getting started. We're going to get to some incredible scope cam footage with the squirrel hunting here in just 1 second, but the original plan for this week's video was supposed to be another trip to the farm. We had a little break in the weather, and we were presented with a bluebird day and pretty much zero wind. So the plan was a little squirrel hunting, some scouting for coyotes, more on that here in a second, and some long-range target shooting on a private 100% safe range to see how these airgun bullets did at 100 yards. There were some surprises with the different bullets I ran through the Leshiy 2, and as I suspected, though, the ABS 32 grain 254 bullet reigned supreme. As you can see from this crystal clear footage, compliments of the March Optics FX 4.5x28 and the Eagle Vision scope cam system I use. So check out just how stable these things are flying in slow-mo. And in an upcoming video, I'll be using scope cam to illustrate the stability, very important, of an airgun bullet. Showing the full shot from muzzle to paper on film. Why? Well, I discovered something super interesting around shooting airgun bullets within the transonic speed range of this 890 to I think 1340 feet per second. I went full nerd, and so that you guys don't have to. And I was just absolutely floored with the outcome. So while I was up there, I also got to run the Steiner Optics Night Hunter S35. So I'm excited, just so excited about this collaboration with Steiner Optics around the Leshiy 2. So this is going to give predator hunters another kind of ultra quiet option, and I'll join in the fun as I thin the coyote population with this special Leshiy 2 build centered around the S35. Let's call it a heater. There are words I can't say anymore for some reason on this platform, so heater is what we're going to call it from here on out, and this is an incredible heater. The clarity and definition is just off the charts. So I've been going full send on the rats and backyard bullies with it, and I'll show more of that in next week's video. So, all right, now let's get back in time, and we're going to dive into part one, I should say, just prior to me heading up to the farm, where a new gang of tree rats decided to get in the way as I was zeroing the Leshiy 2s that I was just shooting. I'll talk about the rig here in just a second, but first, let's see the fruits of my airgun tuning labor as I send a 32 grain ABS bullet into this attic invader. I'm shooting around 850 feet per second, which is faster than I normally run in my backyard, but the slow motion scope cam work still gives me a great indication of, how stable the 32 grain is flying. So I just got this 450 millimeter 25 cal barrel sent over from Brian at EDgun West. So I had a theory around shooting bullets out of the Leshiy 2 platform, and I thought a little extra barrel length would help me prove it. So I brought out a few different bullet weights and manufacturers, specifically AVS and Zan. There's some other ones on here that were pellets as well. So I'm and other Leshiy 2 owners are grateful to Steve over at AVS as he has fully embraced his platform. But with ammo being what it is these days, I'm hopeful others will jump on the bandwagon and realize just how advantageous it is to embrace a pew-pew like the Leshiy 2, right, that just eats lead. So today was supposed to be about testing these guys at the shorter ranges before heading to the farm, but as soon as I sat down, this gang of tree rats just got in my way. At first, I was literally shooting over their heads at a target, but they continued to file in and show zero respect, so I changed my plans. I had the 32 grain AVS slugs already zeroed, and I just went to town. So this is the March Optics FX 4.5 by 28. And as you can see, when paired with the Eagle Vision scope cam system, you get crystal clear footage. Let's watch this one again so you can see how much energy these bullets deliver downrange. That is one of the big benefits of a bullet versus a traditional pellet. The higher BCs result in way less energy loss downrange. At 30 yards, I mean, listen, it's not that big of a difference, but as you stretch things out to longer distances, the differences are significant. When I tell you these squirrels were everywhere, I mean it. I'm shooting literally just right behind this thing, and I slipped in to go to the bathroom real quick and came back out. This guy's digging holes in flower pots. Look, he chewed on this red box I made, like a raised garden to protect some vegetable stuff from rabbits. I mean, these guys were everywhere. So, and yes, I realized I forgot to cover that couch before that snowstorm behind it, but let's focus on what matters. So at this point, I've got 2 in the ground and a couple more yapping from up above. This first one came down, and I dropped one right between the eyes. Man, you could just see that shock wave of that energy just roll down, and obviously the pressure is what causes the eyes to pop out like that. The blood was still flowing from his buddy here, but he wasted no time coming down, and rightfully so. This last one was a little bit on edge. He really didn't seem to care about the guy behind him, but the ones on the ground were kind of freaking him out. So he was going up and down. He was moving quite a bit here until he finally paused long enough for me to tuck one into the eye and right into the off switch. Yeah, let's go check these guys out. That was crazy. All I was doing was trying to test some slugs, and it got a little hairy. So that was the end of my little tuning session. So I double dipped a bit and removed these 4 attic invaders while getting things ready for the long distance testing, which I intended for this to be. that a lot of you guys always ask about. So thanks again for all the support, and we'll get to the farm and some of this 100-yard footage here shortly.
Thanks for watching the EDgun Leshiy channel. Want more backyard hunting videos? Grab your favorite beverage and get yourself caught up. There's hundreds just like the one you just watched. Here's a couple favorites to get you started.